Your mind is doing something right now that you didn't ask it to do. In fact, it's been doing things like this your entire life, silently, constantly, and without ever asking for permission. While you believe you're in control of your thoughts, decisions, and perceptions, the truth is far more unsettling. Beneath your awareness, your brain is running countless invisible processes, shaping how you see reality, how you feel about others, and even how you understand yourself. Most of the time, you never notice any of it. And that's exactly the point. Right now, your brain is filtering reality. You think you're seeing the world as it is, but that's an illusion. At any given moment, your senses are receiving millions of bits of information, sounds, colors, movements, smells, yet your conscious mind can only handle a tiny fraction of that data. So your brain acts like a ruthless editor, deciding what's important and what gets erased. Entire parts of reality simply disappear from your awareness. You don't see everything in front of you, only what your brain believes matters. This is why you can stare directly at something and still not notice it. The object didn't vanish. Your mind chose to ignore it. Your brain is also constantly predicting the future, not in a mystical way, but in a practical, survival-based way. Every second it makes assumptions about what will happen next, what people will say, how objects will move, what sounds will follow. When reality matches the prediction, you feel calm and in control. When it doesn't, you feel surprise, discomfort, or fear. This means that much of what you experience isn't the present moment. It's your brain's best guess of what should be happening. Reality comes second, prediction comes first. Without you noticing, your mind is filling in gaps. Every blink you make creates a brief moment of blindness, yet you never experience darkness. Your brain simply edits it out. The same happens with memory. When you recall a past event, your mind doesn't replay it like a recording. It reconstructs it, mixing facts, emotions, and assumptions. Each time you remember something, the memory changes slightly. Over time, your memories drift further from what truly happened, yet they feel more real than ever. Your brain isn't preserving the past, it's rewriting it. Your mind also decides how you feel before you know why. You don't choose your emotions, you rationalize them. An emotion appears first, triggered by unconscious processes, and only afterward does your conscious mind create a story to explain it. You might say, I'm angry because of what they said, or I'm anxious because of tomorrow. But often the emotion came first. The explanation is added later, just to make sense of it. This is why emotions can feel so convincing, even when they're misleading. At this very moment, your brain is scanning for threats. Even in a safe environment, ancient survival systems remain active. Sudden noises, unfamiliar faces, unexpected movements, your mind reacts before you do. Your heart may race, your muscles tense, your attention snap into focus, all before you consciously register danger. This system once kept humans alive in the wild. Today, it activates during emails, social interactions, or imagined scenarios that never happen. Your body responds to thoughts as if they were real threats. Your mind also lies to you about attention. You believe you can multitask, but neuroscience says otherwise. What you call multitasking is actually rapid switching, your brain jumping between tasks, losing efficiency each time. Yet your mind creates the illusion of smooth performance. In reality, every switch costs energy, focus, and accuracy. You feel productive while your brain quietly struggles to keep up. Another strange thing your mind does is create a sense of self. The you experience feels stable and continuous, but it's actually a construction, a narrative your brain generates to organize experience. Your personality, beliefs, and identity are not fixed objects. They shift based on context, mood, and memory. The person you are at work is not the same person you are alone, and not the same person you were years ago. Yet your brain stitches all these versions together and tells you, this is who I am. Your mind also experiences time in a distorted way. When you're bored, time slows down. When you're engaged, it disappears. This isn't because time changes. It's because your brain's perception of time does. Memory plays a key role here. Moments filled with novelty create more memory markers, making time feel longer in hindsight. Routine compresses time, causing years to vanish in what feels like moments. Your life doesn't speed up as you age. Your brain just records less of it. Without warning, your mind edits faces. You don't actually see faces as they are. Your brain exaggerates symmetry, smooths imperfections, and highlights expressions. This happens so automatically that you believe you're seeing reality. That's why faces can look different in mirrors, photos, and memories. None of them are perfectly accurate. They're interpretations. Your brain is also deeply influenced by language. Even when you're not speaking, the words available in your language shape how you categorize emotions, colors, and ideas. Some feelings are easier to recognize simply because you have words for them. Without realizing it, language limits and expands your inner world. Another hidden process is pattern seeking. Your mind is desperate to find meaning, even where none exists. Random events feel connected. Coincidences feel significant. This tendency once helped humans survive by detecting threats early. Today, it leads to superstition, conspiracy thinking, and false assumptions. Your brain would rather believe a wrong explanation than accept uncertainty. Your mind also constantly compares. Social comparison happens automatically, without consent. You measure yourself against others' success, appearance, intelligence, and happiness, often using incomplete information. Your brain rarely compares upward and downward fairly. It amplifies perceived shortcomings and minimizes context. This silent comparison shapes self-esteem more than you realize. Even your decisions are not as free as they feel. Studies show your brain begins preparing actions seconds before you become consciously aware of choosing. The feeling of choice may be your mind catching up to a decision already made. Free will might exist, but it operates far deeper than conscious thought. Perhaps the most unsettling thing your mind does is protect you from the truth. Cognitive biases distort reality to preserve comfort. You remember wins more than losses. You interpret information in ways that confirm beliefs. You avoid thoughts that threaten identity. This isn't weakness, it's survival. A completely accurate perception of reality would be overwhelming. Right now, as you listen to this, your brain is turning sounds into meaning, filtering distractions, predicting what comes next, and deciding whether this information matters, all without your awareness. You feel like the observer, but you are also the product of processes you never see. And the strangest part is this: the moment you try to observe these hidden processes, your mind changes them. Awareness alters the system. You can never fully step outside your own perception. You can only glimpse the machinery behind it, briefly, imperfectly, and then it fades again. Your mind will continue doing these things long after this video ends. Quietly, constantly, without asking, and you'll probably never notice.